Motherhood is not at all what I expected it to be. Welcome to the I Am Mother of the Year podcast, where we equip and encourage moms just like you to move from isolation, fear, comparison, and chaos to community, compassion, peace, and freedom. We're so glad you're here. Hey guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jen, and this is the I Am Mother of the Year podcast.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
That intro was not what I expected it to be.
Just like motherhood!
Exactly, which was supposed to be the correct line.
Let's
So
try it again.
We're going to go to camera number 2, and I'm going to tell you what I was supposed to tell you, which is this. Motherhood is not at all what I expected it to be.
Same.
Right?
At all.
What is happening?
Oh my gosh. I thought babies would just smell good all the time. You would just cuddle them all the time.
No, just the snuggles.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You're making me so hot and sweaty. You're like a human
heater.
Like a heater.
In the
space
summer.
Heater.
Just get off of me again. My line. Don't touch me.
Even you, young baby. You want a nurse, Mom? I'm hungry. No.
No.
Oh, nursing?
August,
Come on
outside in the summer, humid, Midwest.
Come on now.
I feel like you have a very good example of expectation versus reality.
It is. It's a pre-motherhood story, but I'm pretty sure that I think you can relate to this. And so on my bucket list, it was before I had children. I needed to get this out of the way because I'm smarter now that I have children. No, it's not that. It's that if I was going to die doing the bucket list thing, I didn't want to leave children behind.
Nice. So selfless of you.
I know.
Good
It's
thinking.
amazing. It's to go skydiving. I wanted to go skydiving, and my dad had always wanted to go skydiving. And so for Father's Day one year, we just bought him a Groupon.
Sure, that sounds safe. Let's discount.
Yes, we should for sure discount. Yeah. I bought the whole shoot, right? The guy gets to come with me,
50%
right?
50% off of everything.
Oh my gosh. So the day arrived finally. And I mean, nerves, just all the nerves.
I cannot even imagine.
I'm a roller coaster girl. Okay. I love when my stomach drops. It is like the best thing for me. The anticipation of climbing it and then going, and then the sweet release where your stomach goes up in your throat. So good. I love that. And that's what I expected. No?
There are people that like that? Sorry.
Oh my gosh. That's what I expected skydiving to be. And so first, the anticipation as you're climbing is not like, oh, here we go. It's like, oh my God.
Click, click.
Yeah. Sorry, we probably beeped the audio there. Sorry about that. I was so scared. And then you jump out of the plane. I'm just obviously oversimplifying the story for the sake of time. You jump out of the plane. There's a guy strapped on your back. He's got a chute. Apparently he has a second chute, whatever. A camera guy jumps with us because if I'm going to do this, it has to be documented.
Yeah.
And so, oh my gosh, there's nothing about my stomach that dropped. The only thing that was in my head was, this is how you die. This is how you die.
Oh no.
This is how you die. And so like I'm free falling. You free fall for a mile.
Oh.
That's 5,280
Something.
feet-ish, whatever, elementary school.
Yeah.
Long left me.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach did not drop. I was so scared that I forgot how to close my mouth.
Oh no.
I was like
flapping in the wind. The tree.
And my mouth is dry. And I'm like, And so then the cameraman is trying to tell the guy on my back.
Tandem jumper.
Thank you. The guy on my back. To
Say monkey.
Relax, close your mouth. He's trying to get video and some pictures and he needs you to smile or something. I'm like,
woman, close your mouth.
Would not close my mouth. It was the most ridiculous. I mean, could not. So I think I did like
you at least got the fingers to work.
One smile for the camera.
I was like this.
Until he finally, you get to pull your own chute. And I was like, give me that
Just
thing.
yank it.
And then you float down like a bubble. And that's wonderful. But it's not it's cool, but it's not fun. You know, so like my adrenaline was like, oh, okay, now I'm just floating. This is dumb. So I went, right. I'm like, I paid $119 for this.
Discounted rate.
And that was the biggest, like, it was because I expected it to be this amazing, epic experience that I would love because of this stomach drop feeling and all this stuff. And it wasn't.
Didn't fix your adrenaline junkie needs.
No, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And so I was so upset about it. I got frustrated with it because, hey, not only did I pay money and I'm cheap, but too, I'm like, oh, I just thought it was going to be better.
This is not at all what I expected.
Right.
Which is motherhood.
Exactly. Yes. Just cue motherhood and cue the grocery store. I remember pre-motherhood seeing kids with their parents in grocery stores, throwing fits and I want this, give me the balloon, whatever. Thinking, my kid will never act like that. Are you kidding me?
That was me in restaurants. So annoyed. On a date, in college. Rolling my eyes. Who brings kids here? And oh my gosh, look at them. Can you believe this? Oh, and look at that one later in life with the screens in the faces. I was so judgy. It was like, never will I do that.
Yes. And then your expectation meets the reality that sometimes you just buy the kid the soccer.
Yes. Right? And okay, fine. Here's baby Einstein. You get 30 minutes.
Yes.
We need to have a conversation.
Right. Watch this. You eat your food so fast.
You take shifts of you feed that kid. I'll feed this one. Don't stick the puff up your nose.
You take what?
Shifts.
Got it. Okay. You take shifts.
Yes.
With the children.
Yes. It's not romantic. It's not like, oh, everyone is sitting, no elbows on the table. We have all the etiquette, like we've all taken the classes.
No one has come up to me and said, your children are so well behaved.
Wow, I totally see why you brought them to this restaurant on this night. No.
Yes, you have amplified our dining experience in a major way.
Yes, thank you for being here. You've blessed my life and enriched
Again,
it.
you're welcome.
Deeply.
Expectation, reality.
Okay, that's breastfeeding. That's postpartum body.
My gosh.
I started a new job after having my son, Jonah, who's 6 now. And I was like, I'm going to start 6 weeks on the day. I don't recommend it. And I was like, hey, night before, I'm going to put on my work pants. Got to about a braid above the knee, like almost mid-thigh. And I was like, this don't fit. And I remember saying my legs weren't pregnant. What is the problem? A newbie mom. I was like, no one warned me about this. It's been 6 weeks. I had a plan. I am starting a new job. These are my only work slacks. Try another pair of khakis, maybe the brown ones, maybe the gray ones. Nothing.
You had to buy pants.
Yes.
Pants that fit you.
Yes.
Pants that fit your reality.
Expectation versus reality.
Exactly.
Lots of motherhood examples.
All the motherhood examples. But I think we can get to one of the biggest ones for me. And here's the story. This is why it matters. This is why we can joke about all of this stuff. And we do all the time.
We have to joke.
We have
keep from crying.
Exactly. If you don't laugh, you cry.
Yep.
And so my biggest story aside from skydiving, my biggest motherhood story of expectation versus reality was when I gave birth. Like my birth story is ridiculous, is another podcast for another time. But it was, I expected, and people told me, it wasn't just I made this up. I read all the articles on the internet. And then everyone who's ever had a child ever, whether I knew them or not, was telling me all of these things about, the first moment you lock eyes with your child and then they bring them to your chest and you have this instant connection. And so that is what I expected to happen.
The skin to skin bonding.
Oh, yes. And I'm going to look at this angel baby and go, I know love.
Breathtaking. Take your breath away.
Right. No. Let me.
Uh-oh. Not exactly how it went down, I'm guessing.
Let me tell you what happened. If you are trying to get pregnant, not to get a mother, you might hear some things that you aren't prepared for. Okay, first, I'm just going to say, we can say it, right? Just say the
We're
things.
moms.
First, you go through all the pain.
All of it.
Everything is crazy and you're sweaty and you're cold and somehow you're doing like you work so hard and you just want to die.
Yes. I remember my neck muscles hurting from straining.
Yes,
so much.
exactly. Yes.
Ugh.
It's you work. All like you work all day.
Mm-hmm.
The most strenuous work that you've ever done.
No food.
And you're like, you can't eat.
No,
you can barely drink. Thanks for the chicken broth.
I'm going into battle. You're not going to feed me?
No, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of battle, that's basically what it looks like.
Yes.
Down there.
It's true.
This is some kind of situation.
Oh, gory.
Okay. This is where we don't put the picture on the screen.
We're going to leave it just right there.
But the baby comes out. Let's say the baby comes out. She's crying. Yes, it's a girl. We knew it's a girl. Okay. It smells like your worst period. Okay. It's disgusting. That is whether or not you pooped during delivery. Okay. These are things that are going, every bodily sin that you could ever imagine is happening in your nostrils. Okay. And so then they lay, it's not like the movies, like, oh, here's your little girl.
Immediately.
Yes, she's clean. No, they lay a bloody, cheesy,
cottage cheese,
like smelly, tiny rat baby,
like that's kind of purpley,
on your chest.
Here
you go. And I'm like,
what do I do?
She's beautiful.
Who does she look like?
One. Are you sure she's mine? And there's just like, whenever you're ready, I can take her and clean her up. And I was like, I'm ready now.
Like, stained my gown.
All my senses have been assaulted. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And even when I got her back in my arms all clean, I stared at her and I was like, oh, you are adorable. I love you because I grew you, but like, I was not head over heels in love with my baby. Like, and so that was the moment that I started motherhood at a deficit because I thought, okay, well, if I don't feel that and that's what real moms feel right away, then I'm not a real mom. I have a baby, so I'm a mom, but I have to. But instead of starting here, like right on the ground level, I'm trying to dig my way up from the basement of despair, going, okay. Do I actually love my kid enough? If I can't look at my kid and be head over heels in love the first time, does that mean I'm going to be able to love them forever? Do I have what it takes? Like, I started motherhood that way. And that is why expectation versus reality matters.
I would also say the level of disappointment too. Not only this fear of like, am I a failure? Am I not doing something right? Am I not measuring up? But also like, and also, all I was told is that it would be this, but I experienced this and it blindsided me. Right. And there's a huge deficit. It does not match at all.
Yes.
But then you're let down that you're like expectation versus reality. At a very young age, I was told, you know what? You just need to start lowering your expectation.
I don't like that.
I don't really like that.
Do we really have to lower our expectations? Let me ask, do you think that I was going to say thriving. Let's be real.
Don't answer that.
Do you think I am surviving, living life as a mother right now because I lowered my expectations? Are you living life as a mother right now better than you could be because you lowered your expectations? Are you?
This is a really raw question because I'm like, I kind of want to think on it. Like, no. But it gets a little dicey because I'm told constantly like, ooh, you're just aiming too high. You have unrealistic expectations. Yeah. There might be some truth to that, but I don't think regardless of what's actually happening with your wiring, the focus is not lowering your expectations. It's the shift of mindset. It's change your perspective.
Yes. It is not at all low for me.
Yeah.
In my experience, I do not lower my expectations. Yeah. My expectations are what they are. I can celebrate them for the thing that they are. Yeah. Because there's part of expectation that brings hope, that brings fun, that brings all of this excitement.
Yeah.
But my perspective changes. And that's what I had to learn right away as a mom is I need a perspective change because I can't stay stuck in the fact that this didn't happen for me and now it's going to derail the entire life of my child. Like what's going to happen to my baby because I feel like somehow she disappointed me,
Oh,
right? Or that I'm disappointing her, or both.
right.
Like,
And it's
she's
just
a
the cycle.
disappointment from her very first breath. And I'm
Mhm.
disappointing her because I can't look at her at the first moment and be head over heels in love with
Like
her.
I expected, like
Yeah.
I was told.
Right. And that's the first time I've ever said that out loud.
Yeah,
I kind of need a minute.
that's good.
It's good.
No kidding. Because the answer is no, don't stay stuck in that. You don't let it
Right.
derail. For me, it's really any special occasion. I was like,
Yeah.
it's holidays. Oh, it's my anniversary. It's Christmas. Oh, my birthday. Don't get me started on my birthday. It has to be like the perfect day. I get one day out of 365. One.
Mm-hmm.
So it's high expectations that this is my day. Someone honked at me once and I was like, it's my birthday.
How dare
Don't you know this is my day?
No, they did not.
Sir, pull your car over. I did not expect for you to honk at me.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
this is now my reality. I'm going to
Yes.
need you to apologize.
Yes. And
to
instead
me.
of staying stuck in my anger
I'm
and
deciding
becoming
to forgive
bitter,
you.
mhm,
And now you're going to get behind me and I'm going to pass you.
you're welcome.
Well, yeah. So for me, it's like Christmas is a big one. Or
Mhm.
like if I'm hosting Easter, like I have all these expectations raised by a second grade teacher. Everything is festive and you wear jingle bell earrings when it's Christmas time and you
Yes.
do the
Nobody
things.
does theme like you do.
Oh, I love the
Nobody
themes.
does themes like Jen does.
So true.
It is.
Oh my gosh, for better or for worse.
Yes. If you expect to ever come to
Oh yeah.
a Jen party or
Oh.
a gathering where Jen is going to be, where there is any element
Sweet
of
theme.
you could dress in red, white, and blue on Memorial Day, Jen, no.
American flag, head to toe.
Yes, just wrapped in it, but somehow makes it look freaking beautiful.
Thanks. So for me, it's
Yeah.
like, am I going to choose when the cinnamon rolls burn and when so-and-so's fighting with so-and-so? Like Christmas. Okay, I expect that all the kids are going to patiently wait their turn. Why do I need a better solution for like now it's like it's by age, seniority. And so the kids don't understand the ages and who's older. And why don't I get to open now? Why does I want that toy? And then he's banging over on this drum. That's that kid's toy. And then wait to open your own toy. This does not sound fun.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
expect
Nope.
peaceful Nat King Cole playing in the background, a fire crackling, and I've got warm coffee that's just like steaming right under my nose with mostly cream.
Mhm.
And all the kids are like, is it your turn now, mama? Is it mine? Like my expectations are it's going to be this like picture perfect Christmas morning. That's not what happens.
Okay, I'm going to challenge you on this. We did not prep for this,
Oh,
which
boy.
throws
Ah,
Planner
no.
Jen for a loop. Is that your real expectation, or is it what you wish was your expectation?
I think it's what I wish will happen. And then therefore I have really high expectations. I'm like, everything is going to be amazing because I wish that it would be.
Mm-hmm. It's not, I know it's this because it's this every year.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was this.
Mm-hmm. No,
So,
it's
but
like,
you expect this because this is how it is every year.
but no, I have false hope. I'm like, maybe this year will be different.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Okay.
Okay. No one has, you might need to lower your expectations. then.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Like, turn the
I don't know what to
dial
tell
down.
you.
But my point is that Christmas morning, am I going to ruin the birth of our Savior just because so-and-so won't wait to open their gift patiently? No.
No.
You learn to adapt. And I would say in maturity, I've learned to like, okay, this didn't go exactly as I planned, but we're going to pivot together.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Because it's a control thing. I want so-and-so to sit there and I sit here every year. And I'm like, I love traditions that are like when people sit in different places and tradition is all crazy. I have to take a deep breath and surrender control and adapt and go, I'm not going to let this ruin the day. This is a holiday. This is not about me and my expectations. And it's time to get the family on board to go, you know what? We're going to celebrate. And it might look a little different than what I had planned with Picture Perfect because I'm a perfectionist.
Yes.
It's just,
It's who you are, how you're wired.
yeah, but you have to shift. You can't just sit in that. Well, now everything is ruined and everyone just go back to bed. There is no Christmas this year.
Yeah. Guess what? You can. You can do that.
Mm.
That doesn't sound fun to anybody. And it's one thing if it's Christmas, but it's a whole other thing if it's motherhood.
Yeah.
You cannot. Please don't stay stuck. So that's our encouragement for you today is, we're laughing. I almost cried. It's like your expectations don't have to lower, but please don't choose to stay stuck.
Yeah.
Instead, choose to change your perspective into seeing every moment for exactly what it is.
Yeah.
There's
Adapt and pivot. And
there are so many moments that we miss because we're lamenting our unmet expectations when we could be living in the present moment for what it is, finding more joy than this would have brought us if it happened. Like, we're missing this right here.
Yes.
It's happening right in front of us.
Yeah.
So don't miss those moments. Don't miss those moments, and don't stay stuck.
Yeah, I would say I love gratitude. Like, really try to look for the, like, in your birth story, it's like, yes, this moment didn't happen, but I have a beautiful, healthy baby who is mine, and we are starting this journey together. Like, just try to look, maybe, and this is a good challenge for me too, like, try to look for where you've got it good and the good things that are happening around you.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, because we know you do. And we also know this about you, in case nobody else tells you today. We want you to know.
You're a really good mom.
Thanks for listening to the I Am Mother of the Year podcast with Lisa and Jen. If you love what you hear and want insider access to more conversations just like these, exclusive Mother of the Year merch, and access to the I Am Mother of the Year podcast one day early, join the growing community of patrons who support our movement at patreon.com/I Am Mother of the Year. Talk to you next week.